Hello everybody, my name's Hocus Pocus, and this is episode 43 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you're with me for the last episode, you will recognize immediately where we are. This is the first and only layer so far of our slime farm. And the reason why we built this is because recently a lot of projects in the world, they're being halted because we don't have enough slime balls, so I thought the best thing to do would be to go ahead and construct a farm that would allow us to harvest them easily. So this is what we've got so far. Of course, there are going to be more layers to come, but at the moment this is it. So it's quite a humble farm at the moment, quite a small farm at the moment, but it will take shape over time. And I think today we're going to work on it a little bit more, at least for the first half of the episode. So let's just bring the UI up here, and kind of going to need to remind myself. Okay, so the carts, they start at this end of the farm. So I think today we're going to work on trying to get the collection system up together. So of course the carts need to come to a central location where they're going to drop off our loot. And we're going to achieve that by running them behind this wall here. This wall right here. So the carts at the moment are under this block and under the mirrored block on the other side, so this block. And as I said, we're going to run them behind this wall here. There's going to be a small room where the carts are going to dump off their goods before being sent back out to do another collection run. So without further ado, I think we'll jump off camera here. I'll dig out a little bit of space, maybe get a bit of the work started, and then come back in to update you guys as per usual. So catch you in a second. Alright, welcome back you guys. So I'm just going to take you behind this wall here because we've set up one of the unloading stations for the, well, I don't know what side this is, but this side of the farm here. We can actually go ahead and replace this block as well, I believe. So let me just quickly explain to you what happened. So the cart comes back here, it arrives on this block, starts unloading into the hopper. When the hopper is full of items, this comparator is going to send a signal out, and that signal is picked up by this block, which then turns this torch off, which then stops sending power to this block, which then stops sending power to this redstone dust, which then stops sending power to this block, and ultimately this powered rail here. So the cart will stay still whilst there are items still in the hopper underneath. So let's just put a few items in there, a few dummy items to give it a test run, and push it down the cart track. And I was afraid that was the case. Oh damn it, we're gonna have to move it back. It's cool though, we can just let it run like this for now. Is it going to make it onto the first powered rail? Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's just go ahead and place these back and let it do its thing. And then when it arrives back at the station, we can take a look at what the redstone mechanism is doing. So let's just give it a couple of seconds here, and it should make its way back. And then we're going to ultimately create the same design on the other side of the farm as well. That's why I thought I'd show it to you guys so you get the idea of what's going on. Then we can go ahead and build it together over there. So the cart's back, it's unloading its items, and as you can see, the comparator is making sure that the powered rail isn't going to be powered. Obviously the items won't stay in the hopper, and once they are removed, power returns back to the rail and the cart is on its way. So that's how things work. We're actually going to have to move this back one block though, so let's go ahead and do that quickly. So there we go. Let's just take out a bunch of stuff and then come back one more block. There we go. So where are our tracks? There they are. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the hopper is going to be there. That means we can then go and stick a powered rail on top of that. Put ourselves a stone brick block under there. Let's clear out a little bit of room just so we've got enough room to put the redstone mechanism in. There we go. So this block is going to be changed, as I usually do, to stone brick, just so that we know we're putting redstone on it. There we go. So the comparator sends a signal out to this block, which has a redstone torch on it. Then we'll put one there as well, just so we know that we've got some stuff there. So then this block is going to get the power from the torch. There's going to be another block here with redstone on it. So let's put the dust on there. Oops, not a comparator. Redstone dust, just a spot of dust. And then there's going to be another block right there to power the powered rail. So that's how things work. It's a very simple setup, not difficult at all. Let's go ahead and move this one back as well. So we're just going to let the cart go ahead and crash, or whatever's going to happen to it when it gets back up here. Yeah, there it is. Let's just kind of nudge it out of the way a little bit. There we go. And then we can go and put our stone brick sensor 1, 2, 3, and we're going to have to tear out this as well, unfortunately. Tear out our hard work, but that's fine. We can easily replace it. It's not too difficult, as I just said. I'm going to need a bit of cobblestone to patch up the surface. There we go. And then we can bring the rails round. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the hopper goes right here. And underneath the hopper we'll put some stone brick just to indicate that that is where the hopper is. Then comparator leading out of the hopper into a block. We'll put some stone brick there, get ourselves a redstone torch. We must have more redstone torches, right? Or not? I could have sworn that we had more. Oh, there they are. I'm just being stupid. There we go. So then you have a block up there, block here, and of course let's get the powered rail on the hopper so that we can place the last block. Last block goes there, and then we just need a spot of redstone dust right there, and that setup is complete. So let's push the cart back around to the unloading station if we can. There it goes. And I guess it didn't have enough. It didn't have enough in the tank. Oh no, it did, and there it goes. So now we can fix this issue, which we're going to fix by just moving things back like that. So this block is going to be stone brick. And it's just going to come down like that, a block sooner, just so that it can make its way under the magma blocks. Okay, there we go. So when the cart comes back, it shouldn't have any issues making its way back up here and leaving once again. So there it goes, back to the stop and down into the farm again. So that's perfect. Things are working exactly how they should be. And we are almost good to go. We can just fix this side quickly as well, I think. Give me that rail back, thank you. So stone bricks. Stone brick. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now both sides of the farm should be working as intended, and we can move on to installing a chest in the center and maybe giving this room a bit of a makeover, because right now it is a rocky mess. Alright you guys, so this is where we are at right now. So we've got our 2 unloading stations for each side of the farm, and they come down. Okay, so let me try and explain this from the start then. So the cart comes onto this track here, and it unloads its goods into the hopper underneath it. The hopper then dispenses the items into this chest here, which is inaccessible by us due to this block requiring the space above it. But that's no issue, because the hopper underneath it will collect the items for us, then transfer those items into this hopper, which then transfers the items into this central chest. Underneath this central chest are 2 hoppers, and both of those hoppers lead into these double chests. So the items are then separated into 2 chests, which isn't by design. It's just basically that's all the space that we had for storage, so I kind of just went ahead and did it that way because it doesn't really matter. We can access the chests nice and easily anyway. And the other side works exactly the same way, except of course the cart is coming from the opposite side. So one final thing to show you here before we take another cut is that if you want to turn this farm off, you can use these switches here, so you can just hit them both, and that will just apply power to this block, which shuts down the whole farm on both sides. And when the carts return, you'll see that they just stop instead of going ahead and leaving again to collect items. So I guess that's a way to reduce lag. I don't know if carts do cause lag, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So that's just a way to stop the farm if we ever do decide that that's what we need to do. So from this point on, I think we need to do a little bit more design work down here just to make things look a bit more clean. And once I've done that, we'll check up again, and then maybe we can move on to something else. Okay everybody, so I thought I'd bring you back to get you involved in a little bit of the building here. So as you can see, the room is coming together in this shape at the moment. We're using a bit of the spruce log, so I did go out and grow a huge spruce tree to cut down. Couldn't get my words out there. And I'm going to use a bit of wood for once, because we don't often use the actual plank textures. We use obviously the log textures very often, but the plank textures we don't use that much at all, so I thought I'd give them a shot. So over here we've got a bit of a window to look out where the cart makes its way in and out of the unloading station. Then above that we've got a bit of stone brick, just to have a bit of stone texture in there to break things up. We've got a few trapdoors on the wall here, spruce trapdoors, and then everywhere else so far we've got the spruce planks texture, which is pretty cool. So we're going to work on this back wall now. We're just going to tear it out quickly so that we can get a design working in there. And I haven't actually thought about what we're going to do yet. So what shall we put in there? Should we put some trapdoors maybe? Maybe we could go a full trapdoor wall again if we put some stone slabs down here. Like so. And then we're going to have to craft up a bunch of trapdoors. I have a crafting bench right there, so let's plop that down. There we go. So we've got 12 so far. We're probably going to need a lot more than that, but let's just go ahead and lay those in. Okay, so we're going to need another 12. Let's go ahead and get that done. One, two, three, four, five, six. There we go. Take those planks back, and then we can just put those in like so. There we go. So I like the look of this. We've got some spruce, some stone brick. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So for the ceiling, I think we'll just go with stone brick half slabs. But let's just lay in a few more of these stone slabs first. We got any more of those? We don't. That could be an issue. We might have to go and stock up on those in a second. And then, as I said, for the ceiling, I think we'll just go ahead and break down some of these. So we're actually going to have to go back to our base to grab a few things here. So let's break that and get out of here. Some cobble to get us back up to this layer. There we go. Oops, missed the jump. This might give you some sort of indication as to where we are if I didn't show you. So it's just through that shaft there is how we get down to our slime farm. Just opposite where the villagers are being held captive at the moment. I mean, being held for their own safety, not captive. We're not those kind of people. So what did I say I needed? I needed some half slabs, right? So we're going to need some stone. I'll take these because we're going to use these. Then we don't need to craft our own. We're going to need some smooth stone to create these stone slabs. So let's pop into our deep storage system and grab that. There we go. And then we can get the hell out. And then if we just head back over to the slime farm, we can craft everything there because we do have a bench over there at the moment, which is good. Are villagers still doing that weird thing? Yeah, that's so strange. I definitely think that's to do with the position of the village above them. I think it's causing them to go a bit crazy. So it's going to be difficult when we get to moving them, but I'm not going to think about that right now because we're doing other things. So here we go. Let's just craft up a bunch of stone half slabs. You can't have enough of those ever, so let's just knock these blocks out and get our stone slabs in. We'll do the same on this side. One more there. And then of course the rest of the ceiling is going to be composed of stone brick half slabs. So let's just quickly get this taken out so that we can put those in together before we move on here. And I'm not sure what we're going to work on in the second half of this episode, if I'm totally honest with you guys. Trying to think if there's anything that's pressuring us. Not really. I mean, nothing ever pressures you in Minecraft, but I guess the most pressing farm that we've got at the moment is the slime farm because we're relying on it for our other builds. But we are scraping together quite a few slime balls here, as you can see, and we got some more over at the small storage area. So it's not like we're totally out at the moment. We could probably put quite a few of those to use. I think though we're going to put some more stone slabs up there. There we go. And then, as I said, I think for the rest of the build we'll just use stone brick half slabs to fill the ceiling in. We're not even going to bother double layering these because we're going to be cheap about it. There we go, and then they'll meet in the middle there, and then we just need to fill in the rest. Those two stone blocks can go. And we'll bring this along like so. So, I was going to say to you guys, I actually quite like the way that this room turned out. I think we should maybe give these textures a shot elsewhere when we're building. I quite like how the stripped dark oak goes with the spruce. And then if you mix in a bit of stone brick as well, it definitely does look quite cool. So if we have any other builds that we've got going that we can make use of this texture palette, I think I'm going to do it because, as I said, I keep thinking to myself whenever we're building something like, oh god, I kind of need to pull myself away from the dark oak wood and the stone, the grey textures that we've been using in the walls. But I never do because I can never think of anything else. But I really like how this turned out. It's a lot of stone brick, but stone brick is a nice texture. It's pretty tame to the eye, so I think it works. And just to get the plank textures in there, I think is kind of cool as well with the spruce trapdoors on the walls. I think altogether it is quite a sleek design. So I think we could go ahead and try and use this again in the future if I think about it. Anyway, that's the design work done in this room. Of course, we're going to need an entrance eventually, but at the moment that's kind of out of the question because we haven't dug a tunnel to get down here, but I'll probably put it somewhere, I don't know, somewhere around here. It's going to be on one of the, either this wall, or this wall, and that'll be how we get into the room. So that's it for the collection system here, guys. I'm going to take a cut, think about what we're going to work on next for the episode, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so to end today's video, we're going to do a bit more work on the wool farm. I have been over there now for probably around half an hour doing some bits and pieces, so we'll go over and check that out in a second. But I've also been smelting up some glass, and we need 32 pieces, so we're just going to grab that out of there, and we're going to make use of this by applying some dyes to it. So there we go. We're also going to have to go over to our small storage area, grab ourselves some more quartz blocks, and I hope we have enough for that. We probably have to craft more, I'd imagine. I'll need to hit the nether soon and get a bit more of the nether quartz, because we are running quite low on it. So let's just use all of this up here and just hope that that's enough. I think what we need is 4 times 2, so 8, 16, 24, 32 blocks I think we'll need. 2, 4 times 4 is, oh no, we need 16. My calculations are terribly off again, but let's go ahead and grab some more from in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should give us the exact number of quartz blocks that we need, and the door shut behind me, which is brilliant. There we go. So let's head back towards the wool farm. You guys all know where it is by now. It's just past the cactus farm. So up here, up there, up this one, up that one, and then up the ladder. And we are back where we belong. So as you can see, I've laid out all of these cells on the right hand side. That's just what I took my time doing a second ago. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and put in the blocks to color code these. So we're just going to go ahead and place the quartz in first. I think that's probably a good idea. Then I can work out which order the wool block the colors need to go in. So we start from left to right on that side. And we'll go left to right again on the other side. Then I guess we'll start left to right on this side as well. So we'll start here. We'll go here. Then purple right here. And then blue right here. So I am following an order for this farm. So white, orange, magenta, light blue. Then behind those will be the next 4 colors. Then after that are these colors. So light gray, cyan, purple and blue, and then behind those are the final 4 colors. I don't know if any of you guys know which pattern I'm following, but if you do, then let me know. So these are all working in the same fashion as the cells on the other side. As soon as the grass block updates here, the shears will be used, and of course that feature is only going to be available once 1.14 comes out, so we're going to have to wait for us to be able to use that properly. I think before we end the video here though, I think we'll go back over to the small storage system, grab a bit of wheat and breed these guys. Did I leave some over here? No, I didn't. I thought I did for some reason, but I actually didn't. So let's head back to the small storage system as I was about to. Okay, so food and agriculture, grab this wheat here. Yeah, let's just breed these sheep up because, of course, we're going to need a bunch once the farm's up together. I'm going to put 3 in each cell. There's going to be 16 cells, so we're going to need 30, 6, 12, 18, 48 sheep altogether. So we're going to have to keep breeding. So you come over here with your friend. Don't go down the hole, please. Okay, so your pathfinding is good enough to avoid the hole, which is nice. Unfortunately for these two, their pathfinding wasn't good enough, so they're stuck down there. They're going to have a baby down there as well, and I think that's it, right? So we got 2 over there with a baby, 2 down there with a baby, and then a 1 spare over here. Yeah, that is it. So we're going to keep having to breed these guys over time to make sure the numbers are up to scratch, but as for now, we've got, what, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Wait, hang on. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 sheep. I can't count for some reason. But that's okay, I guess. We're slowly progressing. So as I said, you guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I do hope that you enjoyed what you saw today and liked how we ended up designing the collection system for our slime farm. I know that I did. I think it looks pretty cool down there. And as I said, I want to use that design sometime in the future if I ever think about it. So if you did enjoy today's video, then be sure to drop a like down below. That'll help me out and it allows me just to gauge the sort of reaction I'm getting from you guys. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or anything to say in general, the questions can be about me, about the game, about anything really, as long as it's not too personal, of course. I'll be happy to answer them all, so make sure to drop that down in the comment section below. And finally, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned to this series and every other video that I decide to post on the channel. So that's a goodbye from me, you guys. Bye bye. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. I will see you all in the next video.